You're listening to Rockers for Wildlife Radio with Paul Paget, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hey, it is Paul Paget, baby. Maybe a little Barry White thrown in there, too. Man, this is a good day.
Good day.
Very good.
How's everybody doing?
Doing great.
I'm a little limp over here this morning. I'm sorry. Everybody can see. Yeah, it's just one of those mornings, you know. What can I say? I don't know what happened here, but we have some interesting announcements. Let me do my announcements first real quick. And we've got some great stories today. It's crazy. Isn't this mic crazy, too? It's kind of in my face. So anyway, I want to shout out to all my kids, Shadow, Christian. I've got the other one here, so shout. I just shouted at you, dude. And so then I want to put a big old plug out there for Chuck over at Riverton Jewelers. He is over there with his team. They are amazing. They do custom jewelry. They repair stuff. They've got a wide array of jewelry for you already check out. They're located at 13351 Riverside Drive, Suite E, Sherman Oaks. They're literally right down the street from us. And if you can't make it by there, give them a call and ask for Chuck. 818-379-3100. I also want to shout out to Monty on his SOS auction that he's going to have. Go to Auction King, www.auctionking. And also check out his SOS site for supporting our veterans. We're all about supporting veterans around here, right, everybody?
All right.
Absolutely. So go to www.ilovesos.org. Monty, great job. It was fun this weekend being out in the desert with you, brother. So we've got a co-host. Well, let me shout out to my co-host and Pasuli. They couldn't be here today. They had a few engagements they had to manage and take care of. And so we hope they have a majorly successful day, and we miss you. But I've got my son in the driver's seat. You know what? I'm going to have to go high with this thing today. Hi, everybody. It looks like it's on my head. But, yeah, what's going on?
Oh, not much. I was just checking out the Auction King thing. There's some pretty cool things on there.
Yeah, leave that up. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. We just got back from Vegas not too long ago from the Producer's Choice Honors Awards. Paul Aaron was there, did the red carpet with us.
That's right.
Yeah, and then
it was my birthday weekend, so.
Yeah, and he even trekked off into the deep darkness.
I do that a lot. You know, I did it in Cozumel, Mexico. You know, when I decided to go on my little one-man Lone Ranger walk, and I guess I tend to do that. It's nice to see the world in the eyes of just quietness and nothingness around.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, you get a couple hoodlums out there. You know what? Hey, I got to check something real quick. Greg is here. We've got our repeat offender, Greg Reitman, rolling in. He's got his movie out, Rooted in Peace. It's blowing up. And so we thought we might get our buddy over here and talk about that. But I have in the house, repeat offenders on many levels here. They've done red carpets all over with me. We just got back. If you notice on the front of the table right here, 3 amazing awards. And we've got Rodica Isabella Shaldon in the house with Ron Whitaker, famed drummer extraordinaire. These are the most decorated humanitarians in rock. That's crazy. How's that feel?
Oh, that feels great.
I'm telling you. We love great. There's Greg running around like he doesn't know where the hell he's supposed to be. That's cute. He's like, is Rockers for Wildlife here?
Is this a radio show?
Ron, what's going on, brother?
Not much. Just recuperating from our trip. That was awesome.
Whirlwind.
And what a great show that was. You know, Al always puts on some of the greatest shows. And we were just happy that he decided to honor us again with some great awards up there. And we got to share the stage with Olivia Newton-John. You can't beat that.
Wow. Crazy amazing.
You know, and you guys were there. It was just altogether fun.
Yeah,
yes.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a second. Get a chair and park that thing right there, brother. We're directing traffic while we're running the show. It's crazy. It's in the green room, Greg's probably a little sleepy still from, you know how these producers in Hollywood times are, you
Late
know.
nights.
11 o'clock in the morning, they're still scratching their rear ends. So, yeah, Al, man, we've been working with Al. We've got a surprise. Al's rolling in, and he's not coming in, he's going to call, but we're going to have an amazing, over there, so you're not in the camera view. Thank you. It's beautiful. See, that's the thing about live show. You get to do everything in real time. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Anyway, the
like
rest
behind
of
the
our
scenes.
guests are here now. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah. So, talk a little bit about Olivia Newton-John and all that stuff. That was amazing how they did that Lifetime, just the film.
Yeah, it was just amazing to be in the same room with some great people. The Santana tribute guy, he was amazing.
God.
And just getting awarded for our humanitarian work and getting awarded for our drum playing, because as a drummer, you're good at what you do, but it's the equipment behind the player.
Yeah.
Like me, I've been with DW for 20 years. You can't beat a better drum company than DW Drums. They've always supported me when I needed them.
Yeah.
And the guys at Don Lombardi and all the guys there, I give a big shout out to them. And Remo drum heads, I mean, I go through those like nothing flat. And it's a great company. They make great drum heads.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully I'm going to work with them some more in the future and get them involved with some of our projects. So
I'm loving it. And that was real cool because we took my youngest son out and did a tour and took my dad out there. Blew his mind. Oh, my God. And then everybody was playing in that showroom of DW's. That's an amazing warehouse.
yeah, and they just do great work.
God.
And I'm like a hometown boy because I live in Simi Valley, California, and it's right there in my backyard. So gotta give them props for that.
Yeah, and we got to go back over there. They need to do a Rockers for Wildlife drum kit for us. Do a 4-piece or something. Keep it simple, DW, you know? Simple, sweet, and cheesy, easy. Grandkids, oh my God, I noticed on Facebook, you all have got quite a beautiful family. And you're Grandma of the Year.
I don't put anything on Facebook about my grandchildren.
I thought I've seen pictures. Where did I see the pictures of the kids? Is that pictures just from your phone, I guess, showing
Yes.
me? Yeah, okay, so I had it wrong. I just remember seeing the kids, and they are cuties.
They are.
Oh my gosh.
They are adorable, and I'm so happy to have it in my life. So
No kidding. And so are you all close by the kids?
yes, very close.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you get to watch them all the time. It's what keeps the smile on your
Beside
face.
my charity work and my acting career and my modeling, I'm doing the,
Good
take
Lord.
care of all these babies, which is like, it's so darling to have it.
Absolutely.
I love him so much.
And you all got your SAG cards. This is pretty awesome.
Yes, and actually we're looking, I want to get a shout out there for all the producer. We need to get in some movies
You heard it, everybody. They're ready to go. She's
We're ready
been
to go.
She's been polishing up her chops. We got a producer right here. He's a filmmaker. Jump on him. Jump across the table and tackle him.
Me and Ron, we're ready to rock,
Oh my gosh!
for
Oh, yeah.
another movie.
So all you Hollywood heads out there, it's time to roll. We've got 2 ready SAG card recipients ready to act.
Fresh blood in the water.
Fresh blood. I'm loving it. So what do you really like to act in? Comedy?
I like comedy and I
Yeah.
like, drama and, I like, I think pretty much,
I thought all women like drama.
I like horror movies. And
No, so you said horror movies, so you like to get
Yes.
off in that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? You want to play Dracula's wife or?
Yeah.
I want to bite your
Well,
neck.
actually, I born, in Transylvania, so, it's part of,
Have you been to Transylvania?
Yeah, of course. I born in Romania.
Wow.
So Romania is part of Transylvania. So,
Oh, I didn't know
it is.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
So you
that's-
know Dracula's
That's
Castle?
an honor.
Dracula's Castle?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
that's-
scary?
I was like,
Kind of
it's like
spooky?
people- it's not, people have a lot of stories. And,
Right.
I hear a lot of story from my grandma, when I grow up. And,
Oh, yeah.
it was like amazing to hear all these, horror stories. But she's like, she never see a TV or she never,
Wow.
And that's amazing.
It's like
No
passed
kidding.
down.
So, what was it like growing up having to wear garlic every night to bed? And the
So
kids
just-
really, you know, she couldn't figure out why the kids didn't want to play with her at school, and it was the garlic smell. And then when
I
they
know,
were
but I
making
don't like
lunches
garlic.
at school, they were just dipping her in the spaghetti sauce because she had so much garlic on her.
I'm not a big fan of garlic, but people talking about
Hey, it
strange
kept you
things.
safe.
Yeah.
I hate it when you get bit on the. Well, I know he bites you on the neck. Probably he's trying to do. You all are practicing movie scenes now, right? For the
Yeah.
Dracula piece.
We have a
he's the
producer
Count?
who looking for us to get in the movie for like a Dracula's movie.
That's cool. And you're the
Yeah.
Count now, Count
Yeah.
Chocula.
Yeah, I'm the count. Just trying to do good in the world.
Absolutely, and they are. So let's talk about Hope for the Homeless. And this is an amazing charity. I've been fortunate enough to be part of working with them on the red carpet. They're always out doing press on helping the homeless. It's amazing. Talk about it. Talk about that journey.
Well, we started it off.
Pull it in a little tighter.
We started years back, and we forged this project called Hope for the Homeless because, homeless folks, they need a little hope because when you're living on the streets, it's not a pretty sight. And we got men, women, and children, and especially our men and women of the military who are homeless, and that is just not acceptable. Men or women who serve this country should not be homeless. And women with children should not be homeless. Homelessness it's a good way to solve it, but it's I don't know. We're hoping that the mayor jumps on board and helps us out. And I'm proud to say I have a grandson now who just turned 12, and he's starting in the footsteps of giving back and paying back.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to help him out. He just got his 7th basketball award
Nice.
playing basketball, and he's like, I gotta meet Kobe Bryant. That's his hero. And even though I don't have any connections to Kobe Bryant, I said, I'll give a shout out for you.
Yes.
And maybe if someone there's listening, he'd love to meet him, and that would boost his ego a little bit and make him do more charity work. But we really want to help out those who, we need the forum, we need Staples Center, somebody to jump on board and say, let's make it happen. So
Oh, I love it.
we're working hard on that.
Well, maybe you could cut through and just give him some Colby cheese.
That could be.
It could be a Colby cheese. No. Anyway, that's sad. Talk about a little bit of what's going on in your world, what you're working on, Paul.
Where do I begin? I'm working on so many things. Social media for Rockers for Wildlife. If you're not following us, go to Facebook or Instagram and give us a like and give us a follow. I do a lot of work with that. We're starting a drone real estate photography business, so there's a lot of beginning marketing and advertising of all that I'm doing myself. So it's a quite an uphill battle, but it's worth the fight.
It's totally worth the fight because we've got some major action going on. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's plus who doesn't want to get paid to go fly around a little toy,
That's my favorite way to play.
An expensive
Pay
toy.
to play.
Expensive toy, but yeah,
Yeah, we noticed that when it came out of the sky. Yeah, I took him out to show him the drone about a week and a half ago. And I said, watch this, and I'm bringing it down. And we had a little flight incident, so we took care of it. We don't need to elaborate. He learned a couple things. Yeah, he learned exactly what not to do, which was a good space. Yeah, that's one of the best lessons to learn.
Right out the gate,
learn
too.
what not to do right out of the gate instead of having months and months and months and then get tripped. It was really cool. So let's talk about the history of your drumming, brother. That's been an amazing journey. So you were in punk rock, heavy on the front end, spiked hair, all of that, right?
Yeah, I had a mohawk, spiked hair. I did, I was just crazy as a kid.
I love it.
And what I liked about the music was the energy behind it.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't out to be anti-American or anti-social. I just liked the look. My mother, she made me come and look at the news, and I saw a band from London called the Sex Pistols. And my mom just looked at me and said, "Don't get no ideas." I said, "I want to be like those guys." I don't know why. I was just a young kid playing drums, and that's the kind of music with the energy I wanted to play.
Oh, yeah.
So I ended up flying out to London and seeing the band a few times, and then I said, "This is what I want to do." So I came back to LA because my parents said, "You're too young to be over there. Come back."
Yeah.
And then I started on my journey here. Met a guy who says, "I like playing your kind of music." So we forged a band, and we played all over the place, and didn't realize it till later on in my career when I was much older with my children.
Yeah.
Where my daughter said, "Dad, you're in all these books. You're in a movie, a documentary about you and the punk rock scene."
Yeah.
And it's like, I still love punk rock. My favorite kind of music is the old doo-wop music and the old 50s music, but I just love that's where I got my start, my roots, playing punk rock music.
Yeah, Isabella said you still run around the house in your underwear in the morning with spiked hair after you get out of the shower. Pretty crazy. You're really into this. It's like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Grandpa's okay, kids. He's just reliving a childhood. They're all spiked haired too. Classic.
Actually, I never see him with the spike hair.
Just like-
But yeah, you know what? It's just music is music. I love music from the heart. I'm gonna try to get into some doing some work with movie scores, and
that's cool.
you know, it's not about punk rock; it's about music. So
Right.
you know, it's I'd love to get involved in that and do some background drum playing for some movies. So.
I think that's coming up, brother. I'm pretty positive on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a simple fix. Now, let's take that from punk to a lot. You've done a lot with some pretty major names, man. Good Lord.
Well, it's like, yeah, it was weird. I just played with so many people, and then in 2007, my daughter nominated me to be Drummer of the Year for America, and I had no chance. I didn't think I had a chance, at least, because I was up against so many great drummers. And then I went to the award show, and I won Drummer of the Year for a band called Hookers and Blow, which I didn't name the band, but it
Welcome
was,
to the 80s.
yeah, but it was fronted by a great piano player named Dizzy Reed, who's been with Guns N' Roses forever, and he's still in the band. And you know what? It was just, I didn't have a speech because I didn't think I would win. So somebody else went up and accepted my award and gave a speech for me.
Huh.
And since then, I got to play with guys from Quiet Riot, Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, The Knack, My Sharona, and I've played drums for Cherie Currie, members of Pink Floyd. I've been in their house band, so it's just playing music is fun.
Lauren
Oh, yeah.
Draper, Albert
Yeah, we
Lee.
just did a show a while back, and we produced a show. So I had members of Paul McCartney and Wings in my house band, and we just have
What?
fun. Yeah. So,
Paul McCartney at the house?
well, no, it was his guitar player
Oh,
from the
gotcha.
band Wings. So
Gotcha.
it's just fun that
Close
you can
enough.
assemble a lot of people that people recognize, and they're in your own house band. So
Man.
you know,
that's
but it's
awesome.
about giving back though, because I never play unless I'm playing for a cause.
Absolutely.
it's
And
beautiful.
we just did a festival we headlined.
That was
Man,
great.
That was fun. Even Isabella jumped up there. I look over and she's clacking on a tambourine like Stevie Nicks over there. Man, we had the family in. Anna Heat was on keyboards. I'm shocked that Pasuli wasn't playing something, eating a dog bone or something.
That was nice. That
Oh
was
my
good.
God.
Nice. It was, a great cause. So that's why, we try to be everywhere to
Yes.
help, other people. So,
Absolutely. And we were
just-
celebrating peace and love.
Yeah.
That was pretty lovely. Wasn't it cool when we did Shark Bite, the song, and they came
Yes.
out with all the recycled,
amazing.
Oh,
lit
yeah.
up? Man almighty. It gave me chills when they walked in the room and they're parading all this stuff through. And that was trash they collected off of a beach
That was
Wow.
amazing.
and
yeah.
recycled it and made sharks and
Wow.
all that out of it for the show. Wow.
That
What a
was
lot of
amazing.
effort. Jaya, great
was.
job out there, by the way. That was
Yeah.
really amazing. I was blown away, but it was great to get on stage with my legendary brother and sister and play, because that's what it's about. It's that unity. I get so jacked up and jazzed up because you're just coming together. It's the train on the track, and it's and it all just comes together. Unity,
That was a
baby.
good song.
Mm,
I really love it.
It's
So,
fun.
Yeah.
It had some edge. We woke that place up now.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Boy, that was classic. And I haven't got to pull the electric out like that in many moons, little feather. Many moons. So now tell us what's current, what's going on.
Well, hopefully I'll be working in. Hopefully we'll be playing here in LA soon with Al and you.
That's fact.
And right now I'm really trying to get some people on board to do a PSA for. We got a lot of really nice A-list celebrities holding our Hope for the Homeless sign.
Yeah.
But we want to come up where people can come and speak about homelessness. And we need people like Sharon Stone, and all these great athletes to come on board because through their star power, people listen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if a Kobe Bryant fan goes, well, if Kobe says support this cause, I'm going to support the cause.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of Laker fans out there like me. So,
yeah.
That's what we want to do now is do a 3-minute PSA with as many artists as we can get to raise awareness for the LA homeless population.
Hey, we need to band together and just make that happen. I'm in.
Okay.
Let's start beating some doors down. I know Tess is in.
Oh yeah.
Greg's
I'm,
in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down
Boom.
too.
So we've got enough power here to pull this together. Junior's in. Love it.
We're actually, aren't we going Monday to help some homeless?
We are feeding the homeless. We are spending 3 hours on Monday feeding the homeless, and it happens every Monday. We've got some amazing producers and stars that go out every Monday and cut off all their schedules, and we give back. And so I'll be putting invites out to that. So if you all would like to come to that, it's a very important one on Monday.
When is that?
This Monday, 12 to 3 on Beverly Hills.
12 to 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so it'd be a good thing for Hope for the Homeless.
Oh, yeah.
I think it kind of ties in perfectly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a very large deal. We'll feed about 100, 150 people.
That's
that
awesome.
day. So
Pretty good,
y'all
yeah.
are invited. Done. David's coming out. We're going to have a nice lineup out there. Might have Dolph Lundgren out there. He's always out there doing stuff, but he's got a couple movies going, so we're trying to get him back off the road and get out there. Maybe he'll do some Rocky moves for us or something.
Yeah.
I even
like
heard
him.
some. I heard some stuff. I don't know if I should sneak it out there, but they're doing another Creed. But this is what's interesting. So they're bringing Dolph as his son to fight Creed's
Wow.
son.
That's awesome.
Is that awesome?
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll be out there with those cats this next Monday. So it'll be very interesting. Now, why don't you hold up, because we've got a couple other people we got to roll through here. I'm going to lean over here, and y'all grab one apiece. So this is Bose Professional Sound presents the 2017 Las Vegas Producers' Choice Honors Red Carpet Press Event, Hard Rock Live, March 23rd. We were there to see it. Ron Whitaker, Best of Las Vegas, Lifetime Humanitarian. Huge. What's your say over there, Daddy-O?
I'll let you read it. You're good.
All right. So, Bose Professional Sound presents the 2017 Las Vegas Producers' Choice Honors Red Carpet Press Event, Hard Rock Live, March 23rd, 2017. Ron Whitaker, Best of Las Vegas, Lifetime Achievement Rock Drummer. So what's that one say? You want me to read that one off too? All right. So y'all already know the front part. So it's Rodica Isabella Shaldon, Best of Las Vegas, Lifetime Humanitarian Award.
Beautiful.
Holy mackerel. I think y'all won the most awards that night, right?
I think so.
I didn't see anybody else
Yeah,
with 3.
that's true. I didn't think
Because we did the press room and all of that. This is amazing. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad. No.
Yeah, just thank Al Bowman for all he does.
Oh, my
And
God. We have been thanking him, and we are aligning with him extensively for one of the biggest events that will be held in Hollywood this year, November 20th, Producers' Choice Honors Awards, and we are part of this, baby. Yeah, you all are too. We've got some interesting people that come on stage. The Rockers for Wildlife Celebrity Band is getting, the lineup's crazy. This is nuts. Can we even leak that right now?
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to, you know what? I'm going to call Scott out till we get out of here, and
Yeah.
he can come in, and he'll do it.
Okay, so I'm going to leak it.
Okay.
So we're going to bring in Pink Floyd's saxophone player, Scotty Page, to play with us. And we got a lineup of other entities, but oh man, you know what? I think, hang on, let's pick this up and see who the Shrek is calling in. Hey, this is Paul Paget, Rockers for Wildlife. Who do we have online?
It's Al Bowman here. How are you?
Oh my God, Big Al. You know
Al.
what? We're sitting here talking about these 3 amazing awards, beautiful awards that you present to all the people that have won. And we've got Ron and Isabella here, along with my son, which you met out there, Paul Aaron. He's our co-host today. And welcome to the call, man. We're jacked up and talking about what's going to happen November 20th. Share with us, Al.
It's actually November 8th.
November 8th. Sorry about that. November 8th, everybody. Correction.
And the reason why we've always done the first week of November for a reason. The main one is that we can tag ourselves as the first launch event for award show season in Los Angeles by doing that date, because as soon as our show's done, 4 nights later is the American Music Awards, which is followed shortly after that by the Producers Guild, the Directors Guild, the Screen Actors Guild, the People's Choice, and all the way through every award show, with ending with the Golden Globes and the Oscars at the tail end. But between November 8th and that date at the end of February, early March, are all the award shows. But we are the first one that kicks it off every year, and that would be the Hollywood Fame Awards presentations at the Producer's Choice Honors event. And we've been doing that. We've had that tagline since 2007. And, of course, we do give out the Hollywood Fame Award, which is the Walk of Fame star miniature, similar to the ones that the celebrities get when they get their real one on the street. And, of course, Ron Whitaker is the holder of one of those, as is Isabella.
Absolutely.
For their humanitarian work. They received those in 2015, as you guys will recall, which was a great event. But yeah, we're excited about this next event. We do have I didn't have the name of the event, so I'm just calling it the Paul Paget All-Stars for purposes of marketing. Is that what we should call it, or we should call it the Rockers and Wildlife Band?
Well, you know what? It is the Paul Paget presents Rockers for Wildlife Celebrity Band. Bam. We have got a lineup. We were just talking about Scotty Page from Pink Floyd coming on, and we're doing Shine On You Crazy Diamond and working this amazing set list out. We're going to come blow everybody's mind. It's going to be crazy. We're excited. We appreciate the placement there, and we're working hard. By the way, everybody, this is an event that for all you all out there that are sponsors and you work with us, this is a must-go-to event. You need to get with me immediately. I've got the details. I've got the pricing, that very reasonably priced. But here's the thing. This is going to be one of the most epic events happening this year. You want your names attached to this moment. It is just off the charts. Plus, I heard, Al, that there was a little bit of a leak that one of the reporters got Olivia to talk about something that was happening as a 40th anniversary. Are you able to talk about that?
Sure, yeah. It really became a global story. She told one of the reporters at our event and gave a sneak preview to what's happening next year on the 40th anniversary of Grease, which is one of the most remarkably successful movies ever made. It was a $5 million movie, and it grossed $400 million at the box office in 1978. Wow. So that should tell you, about how huge it really was. And Danny and Sandy, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John's character are going to do a dance tour next year at different venues, doing dance numbers from the original film script. Wow. And of course, she let the cat out of the bag at our event, and the story just got legs and blew up, and as of today has like 170,000 shares. It was picked up all over the world because Grease really was a kind of a global phenomenon. And it's a great memory for us that were in our teens and early 20s back then, because it was such a huge hit. And so yeah, that was done at our event. So I was quoted in the original story from the Mirror in London, where I basically put out an invitation to Olivia and to John Travolta to come and dance next year at the Hollywood Fame Awards. And so that invitation is there, and what we'll do is, you saw how the room is set up. We would clear out that dance floor and surround it with tables and give our audience a chance to watch John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John do some dance numbers from that film.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that was a big deal, and of course, we got so much media out of that. We were on Celebrity Page, on Reels Network. Kind of ironic, I for all the efforts I made when I lived in Los Angeles to get these award shows on television, always being rejected, because you guys got to remember Hollywood, LA, the mass media there, it's a closed door industry. But I come to Vegas, and on my first try, we get on TV twice in one night. Network television was just mind-blowing to me, because the very same people who had largely rejected this award show in Los Angeles absolutely accepted it in Las Vegas. So, sometimes you got to leave your home to find your home. You know what I mean? And I think that's what happened with this last show, because we really were embraced here by the Las Vegas media. You were there, Paul. You saw.
Amazing.
It was a mistake-free show. Ended at 10:30 on the dot. Started at 7:30 on the dot, and everybody stayed. And the performances were magnificent. And we're going to duplicate it in LA. It looks like Bose is putting in a new sound system at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, and they want to use this event to debut the new sound system in November. How do you like that one? So
Huge.
you're playing on a Bose system at the
God.
Hard Rock.
That system was insane. And it was. I want to tell everybody, this event and the way that Roger ran the red carpet, this rivaled the Oscars. It might have outdone it. It was so well-oiled and orchestrated. There wasn't one hiccup. We were right there. It was just so amazing. I'm looking so forward to November 8th. And now Al just announced that Rockers for Wildlife Radio is getting an award too. So we're real excited to be.
You do very good work. It's important to maintain that balance of humans and nature. I've always felt that it was impossible for human beings to have a positive relationship with nature, because nature is brutal and murderous. But that doesn't mean we have to kill off all these species to maintain our dominion over the earth. And the fact that there's people like you out there who are avid supporters of wildlife and keeping that balance and keeping these species going, that's the only reason that there's some of these species haven't become extinct. It's because people like you, Paul, who are out there advocating for their survival.
Thank you.
So
I
I commend you
appreciate
for
it.
that.
Thank you,
and,
sir.
worthy of recognition, at least for making a grand effort to help preserve our wildlife on this planet.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I consider the human wildlife the one that we need to really work on, because we're running out of oxygen on this planet. And so planting that test we did of getting 157,000 corals planted, we will now have pods of people on all reefs around the world within the next 2 years planting 5 to about 12 million new harvested corals a year. It is going to ramp up our oxygen levels. It's amazing seeing that. And we've even found enzymes in the corals for cancer that are curing cancer. And so I'm working with these scientists now. So this had a duality to it, that not only can we revive some of these reefs, we can actually help in cancer studies. And we're just blown away. It's bringing some of the top scientists of the world together, because our planet does have the cures we need for a lot of things that we have as problems as humans. So we're very, very fortunate. And I can only thank God for aligning the right people that are making the differences in the world. And Al, you're making a massive difference. Let me tell you, you're the voice for the voiceless artists out there that get trapped in all this crap out there, where you see these celebrity morons pop up on YouTube overnight that don't deserve to have that type of notoriety. There's no talent in it, and it's stupidity. And I love seeing what you're doing. It is truly amazing. I've always been about the artist and getting them out there, giving them the support, teaching them how they can monetize and make a living through this industry, which has been wiped out a lot over the last 10, 15, 20 years. And so you're on the forefront, brother. We love it. We love you, Big Al.
Yeah, and I gotta say a big thanks to Al too. He's just been a longtime friend, and he's always supported me. And when he does support people, and you get recognized for your accomplishments, you should take those awards and bring them to social media to help you out, like I do every time Isabel and I get awarded by anybody. We take that and further it by bringing it on radio shows like yours, or putting it in a newspaper, or getting it in a magazine, because he can do his part.
Yeah.
But once he does his part, you got to do your part too, and it's hard work. So I appreciate him, because it's not easy putting those shows together.
God, no.
You know, we just show up and try to look good and walk home with something that we call an award that is nice, but he's the one that has to bust his ass every year and try to put on a good show. So we love you for what you do for the music industry.
He's like Rambo coming out of the copter for all of us in the entertainment industry. You're the voice for the voices.
Well, there was that. It all started because I was lucky enough to be a seat filler in the early 80s. My first celebrity that was a huge celebrity that I drove was Whitney Houston, and that was her first Grammys in 1983. And she had, when I met her, I was wearing a tux. I was in my 20s and young and thin and handsome, and she said, "Hey, honey, you know about being a seat filler at these shows?" And I didn't know what it was. That is now called seatfiller.com. And I built my entire limo company from 1 car to 10 within 4 years as a direct result of being a seat filler. Now, the seat filler gig is one of the best kept secrets, and we're letting it out of the bag because it exists. You could go to that website and look. Back then, it was a Polaroid and a paper application, and as long as you were dressed nice and you looked like you fit in, anywhere there was an empty seat in the venue at the Shrine Auditorium or any number of these award shows back then, they would put a good-looking person to sit there. So I would sit down, and next thing you know, I'm at an award show. I'm sitting next to Elizabeth Taylor. Then I'm sitting next to Patti LaBelle. Then I'm sitting next to the Beach Boys. And then I'm sitting, with all of these celebrities constantly giving out business cards. And, it really started with that. But when I transferred my career out of the limo business, because I got caught up in the L.A. riots in '92, I was 10 years into the limo business and lost 3 limos that night and almost got murdered for happening to be in the wrong place at the wrong time there on La Brea near Pico, where every corner was burning on fire. I realized that, being between the bar band and being at the Grammys, there was no middle in between that. You were either, the low-level bar band or you were on the red carpet at the Grammy Awards, and there was no in-between. So the LA Music Awards became that in-between spot where we could recognize people early in their career for the achievement of having made a great record, not with commercial success, because that's what the Grammys do. All those other award shows, their industry events, recognize commercial success. We took the idea of recognizing the creative process, lyrical content, production value, engineering skill, finished product, a song structure, arrangements, and production and all that were the criteria to get an award at the LA Music Awards. And now, what we've evolved into with the Producer's Choice Honors is we're actually discovering talent that we listen to and get a consensus opinion. I think I explained this on a previous show.
Yeah, you did. It was amazing.
We streamlined the process without the nomination process of 5 nominees and then 200 artists to manage. Now it's just, hey, we like what you did. We got 3 people to agree that you're good with what you did. Would you like to support the event and come and walk the red carpet and pick up an award? And we're going to have a full house at this November event.
Oh,
and we have 10 A-list, and I'm not talking like A-list from reality TV. You're not going to see a Kardashian on a red carpet.
Honey Boo Boo's not going to be there?
Paul Sorvino as a Lifetime Achievement Award. He's 78 years old. He's never gotten a major award. So we offered Paul Sorvino because, if you're familiar with mob movies, he's been in just about every one that was ever made.
Absolutely.
And we love him. And then we extended invitations to other clients of Roger. He handles people like Melanie Griffith and Laura Dern and these big actors and actresses. And that's who we want in the audience because, Paul, if you're going to perform, they're going to bring their publicists, their managers, their agents, their associates, their family members, their attorneys. That's who's going to see you play, and that's the audience you want to be in front.
That's it.
Those are the movers and shakers of Los Angeles because, L.A. is not the music capital of the world anymore.
Nope.
The Sunset Strip is not what it used to be.
Gone.
That station belongs to Austin, Texas. L.A. is the media capital of the world now.
Absolutely.
It really is. And that's what drives the machinery of this business, is exposure through the mass media based in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. And on that note, we've got a boogie. We've got a couple other guests. Al, thanks for calling in. We love you, Big Al. Love everything that you're doing. Obviously, we're going to be doing big pushes every week all the way up to November 8th for one of the largest events that's happening. Al, you have a good one, and we'll be in touch with you soon, brother, to get you all that information we talked about.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Al.
Have a good day.
On that note, we got another call coming in. Hold 1 second. This is Paul Paget. Let me switch out a couple of guests here, and we'll be right back to you. Let's get Tess Cacciatore and Greg Reitman. And just you all pull up. We've got a big photo session afterwards. We're going to have fun and dance around and just do it up, baby. We like it a lot. And who do we have online right now? Is this Saul?
This is Saul Escudero.
Cool. Saul, why don't you hold up? You got a few minutes. You can hang on deck. We ran a little late on our last call. So if you can hold for a second, I'm just going to leave you hanging where you can kind of hear what's going on. And we've got Greg Reitman. Rooted in Peace is his film. Amazing. And we've got Tess Cacciatore. He's all over the place.
Bye, Greg.
Love it.
Hello, Greg.
He looks like he's hurt too. So, Tess Cacciatore, we threw her in here today real quick so we could talk about a few things. Why don't you catch us up? Give us about 3 minutes. Give us the nutshell. Run us through this, baby.
So, since I last was here, we went to the UN and attended the Commission on the Status of Women, which is really important because we're in our second year of bringing awareness about sex trafficking and human trafficking, and the statistics that happen in the United States are atrocious. 300,000 young kids get abducted into sex trafficking. A lot of those are homeless and foster care children. So we're working on a documentary and a feature film that will be released hopefully in 2018.
Woo!
And then we got nominated for an award for the Connected Women of Influence Award. That was last Wednesday. I heard you did a shout out.
I did, and those were
So-
beautiful awards. I've seen those. The beautiful nominations. They look like awards. They were
I know,
amazing.
I know, leather pouches, and it had the Senate seal on it and all
No
that stuff. I
kidding.
felt like I was a winner. We were the top 3 finalists. Michelle Berquist did a wonderful job. Connected Women of Influence Award every year in Orange County, and a local Orange County company won the top award, and it was See Jane Go, which was a young girl who came up with the idea of women drivers for women passengers.
Awesome.
So that's pretty cool because Gwen stands for, anything to do with empowerment. And there was some kind of situation, I guess last week even, that there was a driver that was assaulted.
Oh my
and
Lord.
a passenger who had actually been raped.
Good
In
Lord.
different I think it was, the unmentionable other company that had a male driver.
Whoa.
So I'm really happy they got it honored, So I'm all about let's support every woman-owned business and keep on going.
Yeah, and you're coming out to help us feed the homeless on Monday,
I
right?
am. Homeless issues are really important this afternoon.
Yes.
I'm going. Mentorship is really important to me as well. So we're taking our 9-year-old Gwen Gal. She's having a show on our network.
Yeah.
Hudson. She went with us to the UN, and she memorized the preamble to the Declaration of Human Rights.
Oh, wow.
So I have her
Damn.
filmed outside there. So she's going on a trip. She's homeschooled. So we're going down to the women's shelter in Los Angeles this afternoon.
Nice.
And then my friend Christopher Mack is the choir director. He has a group of homeless people that are in a gospel choir. So
Right.
they rehearse every Wednesday. I've seen them perform. They're a wonderful group.
I love it.
So, yeah,
Oh my
so I'm going to go with
gosh.
her and one of my little spring break mentees right now, one of Simon Mainwaring's beautiful, smart daughter who's helping us really build the teen content, the teen, what's really in the hearts of teenagers and young women right now.
I'm loving it.
So the homeless issue is very big. So I'll be there with you on Monday.
Bingo. We love it. Here, let's swing around. You just stay on the panel real quick. You know what? We had Saul call in, and Saul's an auctioneer and MC at the...
I know Saul.
Yeah.
Hi, Saul.
United for Humanity Charity Gala this Friday night in Beverly Hills with Paula Abdul, Lisa Vanderpump, Kevin Harrington, and many other celebrities. Saul, tell us a little bit more about what's going on, brother.
Well, hey, Paul, I want to thank you so much. And just a shout out there to to Tess, who's doing amazing things. I've met her through our mutual friend Lynn Evola, and just what she's doing in the world is absolutely amazing. I support her 100%. Paul, the things that you're doing are exciting as all get out. You know, our mutual friend Diana Kelly, who introduced us, she actually, I got this gig to do this live auction, and I'm going to be emceeing it along with Wilmer Valderrama, Paula Abdul, Lisa Gibbons. It's Unite for Humanity, and it's a huge gala that's being held at the Beverly Wilshire. There is a cocktail hour. It goes from 6 to 10. And then afterwards, we've got an after party at the Sky Bar. So cocktails, dinner, a fundraiser, silent live auction.
Wow.
And we do what's called a fund a need, where we're going to raise additional funds. And, that's a technique that all auctioneers do at the end of an event, where we try and pull some more funds out of the crowd. But great trips, experiences, destinations. It's going to be a blast.
Hey, we'd love to be out there. Is there a way a couple people from LA Rockers for Wildlife come out there maybe? What's going on here?
Absolutely. We want to thank you so much for having us on the show.
Absolutely.
Bill Walsh and Cheryl Brenner, the producers there, Alexander, the rest of the guys from our staff. We've been working diligently to get this put together, and it's just going to be a great evening with great messages. A lot of these charities or a lot of these celebrities have their own charities, and they're going to be receiving awards from this organization. And United for Humanity is all about philanthropy, the efforts of what we do as a group, as well as involving celebrities in their charities and their message. So there's a lot of awards that are going to be going on, a cocktail party, red carpet. It's a gala. Dress to the nines. Be there. Come on out. We'd love to have you guys.
Oh yeah, we're there.
Come out, interview some of the people. Get some pictures on the red carpet.
Absolutely. Count us in. We're in, brother.
We're excited.
So tell us about everything. Greg wants to say something here.
I was just going to say, in the past, when I made my first film on Catalina, my buddy Dell, who's head of marketing at Fender, they used to give a lot of guitars for charities, and they would come and they would always ask if I would give my first film and poster as a charitable item. And so now that we have a new film, and even my other films, I'm happy if they want, to sign and donate, for that particular charity. It's a small item. It's $500 or $1,000, but everything helps. So if they want that, I'm happy to do that.
We love it.
And I think our new film, Rooted in Peace, really fits into the essence of what your program is about. And you really can't get the product now. It's really not even available. So whoever gets it that evening, obviously,
Absolutely. And Saul, I want to talk to you after the show.
Happy to give.
We'll tie some of these things together, because I can bring some stuff to the table. I'm all about this stuff. So we'll tie some things together when we get off air. So tell us a little bit past what's going on Friday. What's going on for the next 3 months?
Well, there's, I work with a lot of really exclusive preferred vendors. One of my guys, Mark Clark with UniqueAuctionItems.com. If anyone's listening out there, if you guys are ever looking for travel experiences that are unique to a cause or even for corporate, Mark Clark is my guy. Diane and I just spoke to him earlier, and Paul, you and I are going to be talking to him a little bit later.
Yes.
Because, for that event that David Longoria is doing there in D.C.,
we're going to be at the White House.
We're putting together a sponsorship package to get airfare and hotel all put together.
Love you.
And my buddy Mark Clark with Unique Auction Items is trying to secure that right now. So we're going to talk to him.
Boom.
We're also going to be involving some of the vendors that I bring, to my events. Because what we do at SE Consulting is we bring the whole package from turnkey, from A to Z. For a charity, we bring in the jewelry through AuctionKing.com. That's a vendor that here in Agoura Hills that I work with. And then Unique Auction Items. We get memorabilia, we get art, we get purses, we get jewelry, we get, Hollywood memorabilia, anything that is of value. But the big thing these days, you guys, is experiences, because everyone's going to take a vacation, and we bring out these great opportunities for vacation packages where you can pick any destination out of a package where you can take your family to to 4-bedroom homes that you can get into that you can't get through Airbnb or online. These are exclusive properties that we get our hands on. So what we bring to the table in all of our events, and Tess knows this from when we've talked in the past, is I get to choose the kind of charities that I get to work with. And when I met Cheryl and Bill Walsh, now Bill Walsh is a big-time speaker that, you know, he works with Tony Robbins, you know, Chicken Soup for Your Soul. He works with, can't remember his name right now, but anyways, he works with all of these individuals
Jack
on a
Canfield.
speaking tour,
Yeah.
and I get that
Bill,
opportunity,
too, I interviewed
which
from
Jack
Chicken
Canfield.
Soup.
I just remembered his name. I get an opportunity to do huge gala events. I just did the Oscars, I did the Emmys, I do the Grammys, I do the ESPYs. I get to work with elite charities through whether it's celebrities or athletes, and that's what this event's all about, you guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be star-studded. It's a great place to network. You'll be able to connect with some of these celebrities and possibly get them to do a radio interview.
Absolutely.
I'm working the red carpet, and one of our sponsors is Billionaire Row Champagne, and they're providing all the champagne. So as the celebrities come through the red carpet, I'm going to have them sign a bottle, and I'm going to auction those off in the live auction
Brilliant.
to the highest bidder.
So smart.
Love it. That is a brilliant idea. Oh my gosh.
You're so smart.
He is smart. And we're looking forward to, hey, Saul, we've got to jump and run, but we'll post links across our social media. Get that stuff to Diana. I'll get that out there. We'll just really press this out. We'll get the information for being out there. Obviously, I'll talk to you later so we can get all these other things tied together. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We look forward to having you here on the show. We'll get that coordinated, and we'll talk to you here in just a little bit. Thanks, Saul. You have a good one.
Bye,
Thanks,
Saul.
Paul.
You got
Bye,
it.
guys. Thank
Hi
you.
to
Bye,
Kid.
Saul.
Thanks, all.
Awesome. Love Saul. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. So we have my friend, Greg Reitman. Interesting enough, I got to tell this story. So I'm touring along, cutting down through Sunset, and Greg calls me. See his number pop up, grab it. He says, hey, brother, I got to have some help, man. There's a 17-year-old girl that's come up missing in Tampa, Florida, and I have a great idea. You know, I'm in a pair of flip-flops and shorts, and I can't really track through, and I'm not really equipped.
There was about 50 acres of woods.
Oh, it's insane.
And
Did they
had
find her?
No, they had about 100 volunteers. And I didn't know, and I landed in Tampa, and I got there right away, and we knew the family, so they were going right away.
Wow.
So I couldn't. I mean, I still went on the path, but as I was going there, I kept on thinking about the innovation and technology. I said, God, helicopters are great, but what about drones? So I called Paul, and I said, we need to get like 5 drones to cover 50 acres to find this girl.
Yeah, and he knows I'm search and rescue, so I immobilize. I mean, I'm on it.
They called within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
they
easy.
donated. The next day, there were 4 drones up there. There were $8,000 packages.
Yep.
$36,000 donated to help find this poor girl.
Bam.
Yeah,
And they never found her?
I don't think they found her. I didn't get I would have known. But what I thought was really just amazing, just the idea of what it takes.
Wow.
On the ground, in the air. And then I also did a prayer. And we sent a whole prayer group. There was about 20 people just to disseminate that out as well. So
I commend you, and I appreciate you thinking of me first.
Well, it's interesting because we have Gwen here, which is all about Global Women Empowerment Network. And,
huge.
Yeah, I was actually Googling on the phone. You were
She was right there with me.
Saying, Google this, do this. I didn't know it was you on the phone. It's such a small world.
It is a small world.
I've been thinking about that girl, though.
And I tell you something, it was really incredible the next day because I met the family, and they came back and said, there were 5 drones up in the air.
Wow.
And for me,
Loving
it was sort of a sense of, obviously I wanted them to find the girl. And
Absolutely.
we all do. But it was also like, what can I do? And every individual action really matters.
Mm-hmm.
And really what I got really clear about was how important our networks are and how each of us can all do little things and how important it was for me to call you.
Boom.
And literally within 10 minutes, that one was on the phone. The rescue mission was there.
Oh, yeah.
People were flying for free.
It's
no one was
crazy.
charging any money.
That's right.
And it was an incredible sense of human spirit.
Yes.
Which I've never really seen. I've done marches before,
Sure.
where people come out and they do it, but this is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
This is like, you don't know if the woman was abducted or the girl was abducted. You have
Exactly.
no idea. We also found out that there were some medical issues with her. Her phone was taken away. And just the idea of what her mom and dad were going through, and then seeing them, and just to see them and him coming up to me and said, yeah, those drones were up there. All I kept on thinking about when I was in Tampa was, thank you, Paul.
You got it, brother. Man, I'm in always. You know how I am. You just make a call, and I'm strike force. It doesn't matter where I'm at.
But that's really what friends are for.
It's unity.
It's really about
together.
how we can support each other. Everybody's obviously always trying to get ahead, and that's part of life. But, there's something about, how we can actually help. And we did our part. Thank you.
You definitely did, and I commend you for jumping up and doing what you did.
What a great idea.
I got to talk about this man's film. I've been at his premiere. Insane. A great, great film. A labor of love. Many years putting forth with this. Tell everybody about the film.
So, Rooted in Peace is basically asking the question about our inner violence and our outer violence, and what it takes for us to actually wake up and connect with nature and the natural world. And it's a 5-year journey, and it's the film has finally now been recognized by the UN, by the UNDPI. It's a finalist, and I can't really announce if we've won, other than the fact that I think we've won. So I'm super happy about that.
Congrats.
But the fact that it was a finalist already, and I can announce that there were 40 countries, 3,000 films.
Wow.
Went down to 7, and then that award show will now be on April 22nd. So we're looking forward to sharing the news and being part of that celebration. And also, we're also up for, we just got nominated for another award for the Milan International Film Festival with
That's a great film
with
festival.
Leonardo da
That's awesome.
Vinci. And so they're going to let us know on May 5th. And then really what we're here today to talk about is we're actually screening at the UN with SALIS, which is the UN Health and Wellbeing Club, which we chose. And we're going to have our May 9th screening. It's going to be at the UN.
Yeah.
We're going to have an after reception, and I'm not sure who's coming yet. There's just a couple of elements that are moving parts that are happening, though I did speak with Taj Mahal yesterday, and he's checking his schedule potentially to come out. So he's a dear friend and also an alumni at UMass Amherst. And then on May 10th, which happens to be my birthday and also Donovan's birthday, who's in the film, we're having our Whole Foods release party, where our DVD, our Blu-ray, and our soundtrack will be nationwide and will be nationwide in all of Whole Foods.
Oh wow,
That's wonderful.
And this is beautifully packaged. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't have a Blu-ray with you. They're there in the warehouse, and the CDs as well. But no, we're really ecstatic about just the idea of the exclusivity of that being in Whole Foods, and then we have and our film just continues to book. We're playing in San Francisco at the Doc Fest. We're going to be at a bunch of green festivals. We found out this morning. But more than that, one of our distributors, Beyond Words, that did The Secret and that did What the Bleep, is now organizing a big activation around the Peace Day, September 21st. And we'll be in about 1,000 uni churches.
Wow.
And then we're also organizing now with Gather, with Theatrical on Demand, about another I would say about another 1,000 groups that have all wanted to see the film, and that we've kind of like we've kind of held back, and now we feel like it's time to sort of allow that to come forward. So we're looking at about 2,000 screens for a documentary. It's really phenomenal, but really in a unique way. I think what's really happened is in lieu of our politics and what's gone on with the Trump administration and all this deregulation that's occurring, is that more people have really taken an eye to our particular film.
Absolutely.
Which it really showed what we were showing but now it's become so clear of what the issues are that we really have to look at ourselves. We really have to look at what's at stake.
We do. It's important. Hey, we've got about a minute and a half. And these are all repeat offenders, so they're part of the family. They're always coming back. I mean, good Lord.
You can't get rid of us.
No. We don't want to.
But thank you for having me.
Always.
Really
so where
that.
Can they go to see Rooted in Peace?
So rootedinpeace.com is our website and our Facebook page, and that's pretty much the domain or where they can find the information of where it's been made. I think also to mention it will be going to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Boom.
Was it the guy who did Game of Thrones, that particular theater? Was it George R.R. Mitchell? They just booked it on April 26th.
Nice.
as
We'll be
well.
posting this so you all can go check this thing out. So you
Yes.
got to follow this man's journey. It's crazy. So again, I want to shout out to Riverton Jewelers. Chuck, we love you guys over there. He's located at 13351 Riverside Drive, Sweetie, right down the street. Can't miss him. There's a Starbucks, there's a Rite Aid right in the middle. He's a legend in town at what he does with jewelry.
I'm
You got to
going
get
right
over
now.
there. You need anything fixed, if you need something custom made, if you need something that he's already made, he's already got it on deck. Chuck, thanks a lot. That phone number, 818-379-3100. That number again, 818-379-3100. For all you all that were fumbling for a pen. I want to thank everybody too. Ron, Isabella, my dear, lovely brother and sister, friends, Lifetime Achievement Awards. Good Lord. I'm so proud of you all. We're going to go feed some homeless people on Monday. We've got about 125 people to feed. We've got an amazing event. Anybody out there that would like to come along and help and pay it forward, please get in touch with me. This is a star-studded event. I have a lot of people in Hollywood that pay it forward. Thank you to my son for coming on board today and filling in. Thank you to Anahit and Pasuli. They weren't able to make it today, but we are looking forward to next week. And Tess, very proud of you. Everything you're doing.
Thank you.
The Gwyn Network is amazing. The journey's been amazing, side by side. Your book's coming out soon. This is getting to be epic. We have such a internal family of amazing people. Greg, love you, brother. Love everything you're doing. You are true-hearted, true-spirited man. You take time when everybody else in Hollywood's busy. This man stops to go save other people. I love you, brother. Definitely. On that note, you know what? It's time to rock and roll. We're Wednesday, 12 o'clock noon, Rockers for Wildlife on Facebook. We've got Instagram, Facebook. Go like us. Go love us. Go whatever you want to do. But we are out of here.
You're listening to Rockers for Wildlife Radio with Paul Paget, only on LA Talk Radio.